Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you're here. For those of you who know me, you know that I am 55 years old and I have been a fitness enthusiast for many years, starting from when I was young and I danced professional ballet, going into my 40s, entering figure competitions, and now over the age of 50, just really making health and wellness such an important part of my lifestyle. As someone who speaks so openly about fitness, diet, and nutrition, one of the things I hear a lot about is whether doing weight training or cardio is best over the age of 50. Now, I will start by saying, as we turn 40 and especially turn 50, obviously our bodies change. So before I answer that question, because everyone is so different, I want you to think about what your goals are when you ask the question, because the answer to that question is really going to vary on what your personal goals are and what your lifestyle is. So that said, let's just at a high level talk about the difference between the two. Cardiovascular training is obviously great for heart health, endurance, energy, libido, and weight training is great to build bone density, increase lean muscle mass, and help with burning fat and calories. So the real question is, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to get strong? Or are you looking to live a healthy lifestyle? And I wanted to start this video out by asking you that question because I think so many people talk about the answer to this question without recognizing that everyone is an individual, everyone has different goals, and it's important to think about individuality when you make those sort of decisions. So today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about what each of those things accomplish. I hope you find the video helpful, and I encourage you to share it with anyone you feel would benefit. But before we get started, let's talk about choice of supplements. So I love to take clinically proven supplements, but I really do not like to swallow pills. So lately I've been taking these MitoPure longevity gummies from Timeline. They taste delicious. It's literally like a dream come true that I don't have to swallow pills anymore. So MitoPure is a breakthrough supplement clinically proven to renew aging cells. It's a patented form of the longevity nutrient urolithin A. It works by converting cellular damage into energy to improve muscle function, recovery, and so much more. So this is what they look like. They are delicious strawberry flavor. I take 2 gummies a day. By the way, these are the #1 doctor recommended urolithin A supplement. They're backed by 15 plus years of research and 10 plus clinical studies. They're also sugar-free, vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. You cannot beat that, and taking your supplements just got a whole lot easier. Right now you can get a free sample pack of MitoPure gummies. Just click the link below and use my code. So let's talk about cardio versus weight training. Getting back to our goals. If our #1 goal is for strength, then you really don't need to do separate cardio. I know that may be contrary to what you heard, but don't forget, weightlifting, if it's done properly, can also increase your heart rate and add all those amazing benefits that you would receive from doing cardio alone. So if you are looking to build strength for whatever reason that is, if you want to make sure that you have that ability for your job or keeping up with your grandkids or whatever your strength goals are, weight training can be key for you. That said, if you're looking to just lose weight, the traditional thought is to do cardio. So I'll go back to when I grew up and I was teaching aerobics in the 80s. That's all we knew to do, is more and more cardio. And we thought the more cardio we did, the more weight we would lose. But the truth of the matter is, when you're doing an excessive amount of cardio, you're burning through fat, but you're also burning through muscle. And when you decrease the amount of muscle you have in your body has a much more difficult time to produce energy and to burn calories, which has a reverse relationship to losing weight. So we think we're helping ourselves out by doing all the cardio, but over time our lean muscle mass decreases and our metabolism slows down, and we actually need less food to survive. So when we start to eat regular amounts, we can put the weight back on. That's why I always suggest that cardio is important, but you really want to supplement it and make sure that you're building lean muscle at the same time. Now let's talk about lifting weights and what that accomplishes. So if you're looking to build lean muscle, obviously lifting weights is the best way to go. This is what I primarily do, but I also break my workout into what I call the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of my time is doing weightlifting and 20% is doing cardio. For me, I feel like it's a really good balance. Now, again, everybody's body is so different, so you really need to understand how you react. I'll give you an example. When I did my first figure competition at the age of 43, I was put by a coach on an exercise routine that was very typical of a woman at my age. And it was intensive cardio. I was actually doing cardio 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening. That was not good for me. I ended up burning through all of my lean muscle. I did not think I looked good, and more importantly, I felt really bad. So I needed to listen to my body. And now what I do is I focus primarily on weight training with a 20% percentage of cardio training. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is the amount and type of weight training you're doing, and also when you're building in your cardio. So there's some things to do that are to-dos, and there are some things that are to-don'ts. So to-don't would be to do heavy weightlifting, followed immediately by cardio. And the reason for that is when you're doing all that heavy weightlifting, you're increasing your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. And when you go directly into cardio after that, your body is starting to burn through the lean muscle mass. So it's kind of a waste, it's counterproductive, right? You did all this weightlifting, now you're going into this high intensity cardio, and any of that benefit from the weights, you're counteracting. So that's why HIIT workouts are so popular. I'm sure you've heard of HIIT workouts. It's high intensity interval training. So you're doing a little bit of weights, a little bit of cardio, interacting. You're not overcompensating in any area, and it's a really well-balanced approach. So we talked about what our goals are. If our goals are to get strong, if our goal is to lose weight, if our goal is to just build muscle in general. But what if those are none of our goals? What if our goal is to just stay healthy and feel great? Then I will say that pretty much all caution gets thrown to the wind. And what do I mean by that? I mean, do what feels good for you and do what you enjoy and listen to your body. And that's kind of how I lead my life right now. So people ask me at the gym, what's your training schedule like? Are you doing your back and bis and tris and shoulders? And the answer is, I listen to my body on that day. I know that I will be the most motivated if I do what I feel like I'm doing. And that was one of the reasons I started jumping rope, because I knew I had to do cardio and all of my friends were runners, but I really don't like to run. So by doing jumping rope, it gave me an activity that I enjoy. I can listen to music. I find it similar to dancing. It's a lot of fun, and it kept me motivated. So if your goal is to just feel good and feel healthy, stop putting pressure on yourself. Stop worrying about how much you're lifting, how much cardio you're doing. Just listen to your body and do what feels good for you on that day. I hope you found this video inspirational, motivational, just useful in understanding what I've been doing at the age of 55 to be consistent and stay in shape for my life. And I plan to do this. I met a man at the gym the other day who was 81. My jaw dropped when he told me his age. He looked amazing. He had such a great mental attitude, and he just was very happy to be at the gym, and that positive energy really rubbed off on me. So I'm really hoping when I'm that age, and I'm pretty confident I will be able to do that as well. Please share the video with anybody you know needs this sort of information. You can find inspiration in it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Drop some notes in the comments. Let me hear your opinions on it. Always love to share, and I'll see you all soon.